Hello guys, this is Jonathan Stadman and today I'll be teaching you how to use Scratch. Okay, so it's like I'm the Scratch page at the moment. I had to create my own account just to be able to show you guys how to use it. And it's pretty simple to create an account, So basically, what is Scratch? So Scratch it's a programming language which you use like blocks to do for programming instead of like bunch of text. As you guys can see, it's an example down here. So basically what this code is telling you is that when you start the game, it will move 10 steps and it will play the meow sound. I think this is useful for a cat. Alright, so guys, if we press on this button, then we can explore different types of projects. So these are projects that people have made. And now guys, I will just show you guys very quickly one of the examples of what people has created that you can create in Scratch. So Awesome Bricks 1 has created a scrolling platformer engine, which is pretty cool. So now if we start this, then we can, I don't know exactly how to play, but is it the up, yeah, but it's the up arrow. So it's good, guys, as you can see, this is one of the games. I'm not sure there's any sound to it, but this is basically the game. So shout out to Amazing Bricks, this is one. This game is pretty cool. Alright, he has his own YouTube channel, go and subscribe to him if you want. Anyways, I think this is a really good game. I'll lift away that to move on to the next level. We'll have to fall down to the ground. Oh, I like this game. This game is pretty cool. So guys, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show the interface of Scratch and all of the basics. And next time, what we're actually going to do is create our very own game. But today, I'm just going to teach you the whole interface and what each block does and stuff like that. So now, if we go into ideas, what we can see is that these are like tutorials and stuff like that. So getting started in Scratch, test out these tutorials. These are very useful tutorials, to be honest. So we can check these ones out. But I will be creating my own tutorials so we can see the games that I make. I'll be making Getaway 2021, which will be basically where Emily will be moving randomly and we've got to try to survive while their baddies is moving randomly. It's just something random really, but I want to teach you guys really how to use Scratch. So that's why I'm going to make a basic game like that. And we're going to go more and more advanced to like platformer games. And this is like a video that you guys can watch on your free time. So yeah, if I click onto that, don't know if you can watch this video, but I don't want to play it because it's copyrighted music. So yeah, now if you click onto create, now this is where the actual code will be. Alright. So, okay, good. Loading sprites. See, this is your character at the moment. So what are the cat? So if we go to when green flag press, and now for example, if we make him move 10 steps, as we saw from the example, we're going to do the same thing. And now if we want him to start sound meow, then what he's going to do is meow, which is pretty cool. We can also make him repeat meow if we go forever, and now if we put this one there, and now if we put this inside here, this is like forever loop. So now we'll say it forever. But that does not sound right. So what we would do then is go to motion, and we want him to let's do that. Wait. Okay, we want him to wait 1 second before I can say it. But that just sounds annoying. So what we're going to do is change that one to 5 seconds so that we just not keep repeating it. So as you guys can see, he repeats that every 5 seconds. Okay. So now if we go back over here, and now if we want him to say hello. So let me just put him up here. That'll make more sense though. Yeah, okay. Hello. Hello. Welcome to Scratch. And now what this will do is make him say welcome to Scratch. Scratch. So how do I write Scratch? Scratch. Welcome to Scratch. And now what he's going to do is he's going to say, hello, welcome to Scratch. This is what we wanted. Okay, good. So now what we want to do is, oh damn it, I forgot to turn off. Okay, so if we now we want him to move, don't we? So if we go back to our friend, and now if we press onto B, when I press the up arrow, then what we want him to do is move up. So if we go to we need to go to here, project cannot be saved, try again. Okay, so it automatically saves. Okay, so what we're going to do is no, we don't want that, we want to go to control only, no events, motion, we want to go to motion. Okay, good. So what we're going to do is change X by 10. So what he should do, I don't think this is right. Yeah, okay. So we want to change Y by X, not X. Change Y by 10. So now if I press on this, then what happens is that he moves all the way up, and this is cool. Okay, so to duplicate a code, is press onto this, and now we can set this one to be a down arrow, and now we can set this one to be -10. So -10. So now if we do that, then it can move up and down. Yeah, he's going to keep on saying that, but we want him to go to left or right, and we cannot do that yet. So what we can do is duplicate this code again, and now we can press on the right arrow, and then we can change that one to change X by 10. Now what should happen is that he should move right. So you guys can see he can move right, he can move up, and he can move down, but he cannot yet move left. So if we duplicate this code, and now if we make him move left, if we change this to -10, then he's going to move left, like this. He can move up, he can move down, and he can move this way. This is pretty cool, guys. Okay. But I do not think that 5 seconds is good enough. I think we should go for 10 seconds. And to make it even better, let's duplicate this code and now put this one up here. So that way, you guys know that he would just say meow at the start, which is what cats normally do to socialize with each other. So basically, yeah, this is how to do it. And now to clear up the blocks, press on this. So that way we have a cleaner desktop, code desktop environment. And now we can also rename a sprite, so we can call him Candy, for example. Candy for cat. We can make him invisible. Ooh, I'm invisible now. We can make him show, so he's be able to show. And now we can change his size. So I want to change his size to 150. As you guys can see, he can change his size. And now we can also change his direction. So this is at 90 degrees. But if we keep on doing this, we can spin and spin and spin and spin and spin. But I do not want him to be like that. I want him to still be at 90. Okay, so he's bigger now. We want him to be that big. Basically, this is how to make him move that way, to for right. This will let him move to right or for left, and just make him go up or down. So if I press on this, then you can see it went down. And make this a better example. Alright, so if we change this one to 200, then we'll see him go that way. If we set this one to be 54, then we'll see him go up here. So this is basically the part of it. And now what this is for background, where we're going to change the background. Basically, this is a background, also known as a stage. So if I fill this with something like blue, okay, I haven't used this edition yet, so we can also call this one background. Right, no, I wrote just wrong. Background. And now what we can do is that we can add some blue. We can also use a fill block just to fill it all up. As you guys can see. So this is the background. so this is the background, which will be just, it won't be moving or anything like that. It can't really do much. You can also choose a backdrop from here. There's so many you can choose from, such as bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3. There's a castle which you could choose from. There's a farm. There is so much things that we could choose from, and we can even upload our own. So basically, yeah. So if we click over here, then we're going to see this. And to delete a backdrop, what we need to do is go here, delete one, and now we've got one. And then over here we can upload one background, and over here we can just pick a random background. Okay, so basically, yeah, that's it really. For that part, we can choose a sprite, so choose whatever sprite you want. So basically, we could choose and we can choose someone dancing. We could choose Belina. We can choose a bear. We can choose bread. We could choose so much characters. But what we are going to create is which one should I choose from? Let's choose that one. That one is cool. Alright, so now we can choose him. Okay, so now if we put him as let's make him a bit more smaller, like 20 maybe. No, that's too small. Maybe around 50 then. Yeah, that is fine. So now what we're gonna see is him flying to that, and he's gonna go in there forever. Okay, so now if we go to event, and now if we go when the green flag press, and now if we go to forever, move 10, and then so he's gonna keep on going this way. But we also want him to do the animation. So for him to change his animation, we will need to summon that. Okay, so maybe just figure this one out. If we go to looks area, and now if we switch costume to within A, and now if we duplicate this, like duplicate, now I want to be, okay, now duplicate again, and now we can change that one to be a C. Now if we duplicate that one, and that one will be for the last one. Okay, let me just see how good this one would be. But for start, we want him to go to, where did he go? Okay, so apparently he's gone. Yeah, he's off the screen. This is the problem. Although not really, because what we can do is set this up, and now it's going to be closed. Yep, as you guys can see. Yeah. Okay, now what we want to do is, so that way he does not disappear, is that we want him to go to that position. Actually, let me just let me just have to pause this. Okay, let me put that. So as you guys can see, this has just changed. So if we put this up here now, if we get rid of this, now what should happen is that it should, if we put this one back up here, we don't want them to forever to go there, we want this one to go up. But now, as you guys can see, okay, let me just put this one up here. Now, I just want to do it good for fun. Okay. Let me just fix this code up. Okay, so basically, okay, as you guys saw, okay, so we can move this character, and we can also make him forever to move 10, like this. We can also bring him back by just pressing on this, and now just changing this to maybe 100, as we did last time. And now if we just press on this, no, maybe it was positive 100. Okay, so basically now what we should guys see is him returning. No, I forgot to do this. Right, now I'll put this into here. See guys, so he did return. Okay, so now guys, if we put him there, now if we put this up here, then we should move, see I move that way. Okay, we don't want it for costumes because I don't like that. It's a bit confusing. Alright, so basically I'm just showing what I already know about this software, and we're not just showing okay, so basically, hello, welcome to Scratch. Now we want him to speak. For him to be able to speak, we will need to go to sound, and now we want him to go over here, then we will be able to record. So we don't want him to talk because if we now put up here, what is your name? So now if we go to the events censoring, and then ask what is your name and wait. So basically now if we just wait, what is your name? Okay, so now if we put down my name, such as John and Andy. Okay, so basically this is it, but we want it to just display for answer. So as you can see, John and Andy. Okay, and so now this is how we can rename for our project. So go over here, and now we can kill it whatever we want, such as Andy for Tom. Andy for Tom. Okay, so we can also delete different types of costumes, but I don't want to do that because I want to show you guys. Let me just clear up the blocks. Okay, so when he moves to the right, okay, so but now what I want to show you guys is that when we press on surprise, then we get a random donut. But if we don't want a donut, if we accidentally added it or it just randomly showed up and we don't want it, then we can press on this bin button, and this will delete it for you. Okay, so yeah, so if we go to file, we can investigate a new file, we can save a file, we can save it as a copy, we can load it from our computer. So there's like a special software which you can download for Linux, for Mac, and for Windows. So basically this will allow you to load up whatever project you want onto the computer, and then we can also save this project onto your computer, and now edit will allow you to restore sprites and turn on turbo mode. I don't know what exactly turbo mode does, but basically it should just do something good. And now if we go to tutorial tools, these are different types of tutorial tools you could choose from. Yeah, so I think tutorial tools are good, but they are missing loads of features that you can use. That's why I'm trying to teach you the best how to use it for free. Alright, so what I want to do is when this sprite is clicked, I want him to think, how are you that fast at clicking? And now if I click onto him, how fast at clicking? So we click on him. Okay, so basically they can make him speak when we click onto him. So that is good. Alright, what is your name? And now we can display your name as John. Okay, so we can also change his name to the Fast Bird. Fast Bird. We can make him hidden, we can make him shown, as we have talked about it earlier. Over here we can choose an extension. That sounds interesting. Door sprites, monkey make, micro bit. So these Lego edition. Oh, okay, I never knew they had these editions. So play instruments and music. That's pretty cool. Alright, so if we go back to Candy for Cat, we can also make our own blocks. Make a block. But in this episode, we are not going to do that because that's very advanced for you guys. Yeah, so we can set up different variables. We can also go to operations and censoring. So key space pressed, mouse down. Set drag mode, draggable. So if we set this one up here, then what should happen is that we can drag him wherever we want to go. But if we don't have that, I think we can still drag him around. not draggable. So now if I set this one as non-draggable, then as you guys will see once you start this program, I think on this will be only walking for far. Oh, this makes more sense. Okay, so now we should be able to still, because we're on editor mode, I think. Alright, so now basically we did that today. When backdrop switches to scorer round when loudness is 10. When I receive message 1, broadcast message 1, broadcast. Okay, so these are different options you can choose from. But what I want to do is change volume to by -80. So now he's less annoying. So now we can put down my name as John, for example, and that's it. Okay. So yeah. So today we looked at Scratch. I'm going to show you something else as well. So this is how we can choose a sprite. This is how we can actually paint a sprite. So if you're very artistic and very good at art, then what we can do is create your own art, or we can export our own art, so you can make them smile. Okay, so this is the one that I made. If we don't want it, then that's fine, because this smiley face can be deleted. If we go here. Okay, so how long is the recording for now? So yeah guys, this is how the whole thing works. But now, what I'm going to do now is show you guys this button. So we can have this smaller and this Photoshop. This part is bigger, so that way you can do recording easier and more space to do it. But this is actually, if you want more space and want to play with game as well and test it out, then I recommend you to do this. Don't do this because it's harder to see stuff, but do this, because so that way we can actually see it big. And we can still see for code, it's still fine like this. We're not going to be like, you know. Right, so now save now. Now if I press on this button, then it's going to be seeing our project, but most of the time it'll be automatically will be saved. So if I click on here, this will allow you to see all of the files. So yeah, these are the software ones that I tested it out. So this was another one that I did. I'll be showing you the code around it, but basically what I did was just tested it. So this is going to be for instructions. So we can say, hey, click for bear. Click for bear. So now, if we click there, okay, so we can do that. You can move him around. When I click onto him, so it says, "Where's my honey?" If you guys can hear that. So basically, this is all like speaking for now. Okay, so this project is called Andy, and now how did you make this project? Did you have any idea? Okay, so right now I can put down Jonathan Stedman, and then over here we can, one person has seen it and have 0 likes because I haven't published it, and it's nobody's favorite apart from mine. And we can also make it bigger by pressing on this button. Okay, so this button will make it bigger. Now, if you want to see any code in any project, because they're all are open source, then we can click over here. And we can also add comments by going here, add comment, and to say add mine, for example. Let's add like a mine place. So basically, this is the code that I have a mess around with. So we can set around different recordings. So if we go over here and play recording until done, and now if we go to record, and now if we press on allow, now if you can record blah, 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 for example. Now if you press on it, see guys, okay, let's do that. Good, so now we can add that to the project. So now if we go to recording 3, now so basically this is the code behind it. If we click onto Bear, then he's another character. He does not do much, and then he also does not do much, and there's not a background to it. Yeah, so this is how I do go into other projects. I press on this file thing. And now if I want to see your profile, click here, leave page. So if we go into a profile, and this is what we can see. New Scratcher, United Kingdom, yep, okay. So, about me, I am a programmer. Okay, excuse me, press Alt. Programmer, I am a programmer. And, okay, so I wrote programmer wrong, which is a bit embarrassing, but, okay, I'm a programmer. What am I working on? Tutorial tools for Scratch. Right, so this is like tutorial tools. They're not tutorials. Tutorial tools. I don't really care about the spelling. Just leave it like that. And this is where our shared projects will be. This is where our favorite projects will be. This is how many people are following you. We can add some comments. Sorry, commenting has been turned off for this user's profile. We can enable through profile commenting, but if we're a kid, I don't really recommend that. If we go on to account settings, then we're going to see so many settings there, such as account, such as username. We can also change the password. We can also change email. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to tell them my password or anything like that, but I may just as well just give them my email address. So if I have any problems with this tutorial or any project or problems on my website and stuff like that, then you can email me. My email is public to everyone to email. Alright, so okay, we can also change a profile picture by clicking up here. No, because that would just refresh it. You can go to over here and now see, and now we can go to screenshot and just click onto that. But it has to be that size. But normally it will just show up the profile picture here. So that is good. This is where we can see all of the messages and all of the emails from. Yep, and this is where we can actually search up for any games, such as, for example, Minecraft. I don't know what results that'll be because it will be copyrighted. Oh, some Minecraft games. I just realised that. Anyway, so they have 3D games here. That's pretty cool. Minecraft quiz. So these are games that kids like you has made. There's Minecraft Platformer. Try that one out. By Racing Hands. So please go subscribe to him if you want. So follow him on YouTube. Follow him on whatever he has, especially on Scratch. Okay, copyrighted music. Scary problem. Well, I can't play this game. Okay, so basically, if we click onto there, for example, hopefully there is no copyrighted music. But if I wanted to play that game with actually had copyright music in, because I don't know if you guys can actually hear the audio from my desktop, but I'm not going to risk it. Okay, that is also copyright. It just basically was just Mario's theme song. So I think most of them has copyright music, so I can't really show them on my YouTube. Okay, so these where we can create our own planet. So there is so much projects which you could create for free. Yeah, we can. If we go into back to a profile, then I think there's like a studio where we could just have like a whole bunch of games in one group. So I did join 1 hour ago, 3 minutes ago. Okay. So hey guys, click over here to see what stuff, and you can just click onto here to see your shared projects, your unshared projects, and my studios. If we add a new studio, check. Okay. Okay, so I need to verify my email. But okay guys, so I will soon verify my email, so I may show that feature soon, but we may know what it is already anyway. So guys, I'm going to end the episode here, and next time, next week or possibly something like that, because the next episode will be about what is Linux, and yeah, so basically I'll be describing to users what is Linux. So anyway guys, I'm going to end the episode there. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.